Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to you to my YouTube channel, Living with Spice. I'm Rebecca Gabriel. I'm going to be doing a weekly card reading for Taurus, and this is for the week of the 13th through to the 19th of July. If you are new to my channel, a very warm welcome to you, and if you are returning, it's great to have you back. I love to have my subscribers here, which is fabulous. Now, it's a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everybody, as you know. So I do need to point that out in case, people forget they want it to be perfectly matched to their circumstances, but it's not going to happen that way. But I do hope you find some gems in the reading that do help you. If you'd like a personal reading, my details are in the description box below. You'll also find some details there about the cards that I regularly use and my book, The Power of Soul Loving, a spiritual guide to love and freedom. It's an excellent way to be able to navigate through change that's happening in our life. And let's face it, aren't we all going through significant change right now? So let's get into your reading, Taurus, to see what is coming up for you for the 13th through to the 19th of July. So Taurus, let's see what energy is surrounding you in this week, the 13th through to the 19th of July. What is coming up for you? What events are unfolding at the moment, and what you need to know in terms of things surrounding you. Thank you, Spirit. Taurus, it's looking pretty positive if you ask me. So the cards are saying here, we've got the Two of Pentacles. So the energy is that there is an element of choice and a decision coming up for you in terms of changes happening in your physical life. So you are weighing up the options. There's a few emotions surrounding this. There's obviously, changes are in the wind, and you're deciding, well, which way do I go? What are the pros and the cons? And how do I make sense of this information? So there's an element of being deep in thought around it, of emotions that are stirring up things for you. I don't see it as being negative, but I just feel that it's a little bit intense as you're trying to decide which way to go and how to do things. It's also about you trying to bring some balance into your life to make sure that you make the right kinds of decisions and the right kinds of choices. And that's, so that's the energy of the Two of Pentacles. It then progresses to the Three of Pentacles, where you are very much thinking about how to improve your current situation in your life. So there is an element of, looking at your finances, of course, but it's also about what do you need to do, what steps do you need to take in order to make improvements in your life at the moment. So you're very focused, and even though there are people who are curious and looking into the situation here, you really kind of got your head down and go, you know what, I'm really busy, I've got things to do, I really want to create positive change in my life. So, even though you start out with kind of doing an assessment of where you're at, you then transition into, well, this is what I'm going to do, and you start working on things that need your attention so that you can make improvements in your life. We then have a little bit of a shift of energy here, and we've got the Lovers card here. In this particular deck, it's very graphic, so I'm not going to hold it up, but it's a beautiful card where there's a real reconnection of two people coming together and really expressing their love and the desire to be with each other and in each other's energy. So it's a real sense of freedom, relaxation, and a way to be able, when two people come together and they really enjoy each other's energy, it's very healing. It's a communion of minds as well as bodies and energy, and the whole thing in the whole mix. So, wow, lucky you, Taurus. It's a really lovely coming together, a reconciliation too, and it's sort of like that much needed time out break with your special person. You've been very focused on the more serious matters of your life and your physical situation, your finances, your whatever projects you've got in mind. It's taken up a lot of your energy and important to you, of course. So when you're moving to a beautiful focus on your special person in your life, that's a lovely kind of retreat and time out, and a lovely way to, regain your energy and rejuvenate and just reconnect. Everybody needs to do that. It does lead to something really lovely too. Typically the Four of Wands card here is a deepening of that sense of security, stability, commitment in your relationship, stability in your life around how your life is unfolding and what it is that you're creating for your life. Now, sometimes this is a marriage card, but it's also about creating stability and a sense of home and plans for the future. And that can be manifested in a whole lot of different ways, but it's like getting grounded and putting a stake in the ground to go, you know what, this is what it is that I want. And it's sort of like you're working towards that. You are looking to create stability, growth, as well as stability in your life, and you're moving towards that energy, possibly in relationships, and definitely in your physical life. So let's see how that progresses for you, Taurus, for this week. Really lovely energy for you. And it's quite, the change is quite quick. We can see that happening quite rapidly, so that's very interesting. We've kind of leapt into that quite quickly. Spirit, what have you got to share in the Angel Tarot deck for Taurus in this week? Thank you. What's coming up for Taurus? Oh, King of Water. That's beautiful. So open your heart and mind to those who are around you at this point in time, Taurus. This King of Water energy is a very trustworthy, compassionate energy, a person who is well respected. So here's the thing. This energy could be coming towards you and giving you trusted advice, guidance, coming from a heart place. And it's representing good intentions and with the intention to provide warm, charitable advice, guidance. It's also a card to remind you to stay open, to keep your heart open and your mind open to those people around you at the moment. So when it comes to your energy, it's connecting with your emotions and your intuition, being compassionate, not judgmental, seeing the big picture of how all of the pieces of the puzzle come together. And sometimes we need to be accommodating of different people and different energies. And we need to have an open heart and open mind to do that. And it's not about coming from a place of judgment. It's about, listening, allowing, surrendering, but at the same time, very carefully and compassionately providing advice and guidance from a heart space. Interesting. And then we have the Queen of Air energy here, Taurus. So this is you stepping into your objective decision making, right? And now you realise you've got things to do. You've got decisions to make that are important about your future. There are so many different elements already to your reading, Taurus. So it may be that you're having to step into your objective decision making when it comes to creating your future and setting yourself up in terms of your pentacles here. But you're really having to be quite flexible in your emotions this week. Like you're going from, decision making and mental activity and planning and working hard to going into the Lover's energy and looking at relationships in the future, and then we're back to the King of Water and giving advice, a little bit like a counselor energy, wise and compassionate, to then the Queen of Energy who's right, okay, I've got this and I've got to make some hard, tough decisions. It's like, whoa, you're all over the shop. You've got lots going on here. Taurus, let's see what else is unfolding for you. Thank you, Spirit. When you're stepping into your decision-making mode here for making plans for the future, it's also about clearing away things that are no longer serving you. So if things are progressing rapidly for you, Taurus, you're having to put that hat on in order to help you with your decision-making. And it means you're going to have to tidy up things quickly and put those aside in order to move on. Thank you, Spirit. Oh yes, I was sensing this. Things are moving rapidly. I was just waiting for that because like things are just going bang, 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 and then we get the 8 of Fire card, which is about events moving at a fast pace. Delays are over and lots of things happening at once. I just felt that. It just was going, oh man, what's going on here? So yes, thank you, Spirit. We've got the picture here now. Things are moving rapidly. Change is happening. Oh, gosh, and it does kind of scare you a little bit, Taurus. It puts you in a place of a bit of a stalemate, like, oh no, I don't know what to do now. Probably because it's caught you by surprise and things are moving rapidly, and so you are kind of putting the brakes on and go, whoa, hang on a minute, and it just a little bit of a stall there, a bit of a delay because you're just not too sure. We have the Unity card here. Oh man, like there's so much going on here. So this is about you suddenly being thrown to a situation where you've got to now consider a lot of different viewpoints. So if there's a lot of things happening all at once, you're having to split your attention and you're having to come from this King of Water energy, so big picture view, stepping back and looking at everything and considering everybody's viewpoint and situation. And recognising that we've got to sort of accommodate everybody's different backgrounds, viewpoints, frameworks. We come into this world with a lot of conditioning from our family and our earlier days, and makes us who we are today. So for whatever reason, you are being confronted where you're going to have to probably face diversity, different backgrounds. You've got to be flexible in your thinking and in your approach on a number of areas. And you're probably going to seek out some assistance with all of this from a mentor to help you process all of this and move through the changes. And it's probably a good idea to also seek out people who are like-minded to assist you during this time. I hope this is making sense to some of you out there, because this is like, whoa, all over the place. Stuff going on. Yeah, so if you're having troubles making decisions, it's probably best to confront it head on and get some advice if you are struggling a little bit in the first instance, rather than pretend that the problem's not there, because that just kind of makes it worse, doesn't it? Thank you, Spirit, for your guidance for Taurus. Well, yep, big things are happening. We've got life-changing experiences here. A significant event is happening and a powerful revelation that leads to change. It's time to spread your wings. So whatever it is, it's coming in, and it's coming in quickly, and it's coming in fast, and you're going, whoa, but Spirit's saying, get on board. This is all happening. It's all good though. It does feel good. It feels positive. It's just that it's time. Spirit said, right, it's time. We're doing it now. And, you know, when divine timing comes in and everything is aligned, bam, it happens. Yep, you're going to be required to take a leap of faith here. It may be scaring the, what out of you, but Spirit is saying this is it. This is your time. Follow your dreams. We've got the Dreamer card here, which is like the Magician card. And it is going to be a leap of faith. So you're not going to be able to see everything here, and you're going to have to trust. There are unexpected opportunities unveiling here in this week for you, Taurus, and you may be feeling a little concerned, a little worried, but Spirit is saying, we've got your back here. You're going to have to trust. Go with the flow here. We appreciate that things are happening rather rapidly, but it's okay. And we have the Don't Give Up card, 9 of Fire. So have courage and believe in yourself, okay? Just know that you're being protected by Spirit and by the Divine. You've got everything that you need here to do the job, to be a part of this new opportunity. So don't give up. Don't run from this opportunity. Just have courage and believe in yourself. Oh man, you can do this, okay? leap of faith. Wow. Okay. So, all right. Now, where can we move to next? We are going to pull a couple of cards from the Fairy Tarot deck, and then we'll move on. So thank you, Spirit. What can you tell us for Taurus? Lots of action, lots of things moving. So having to sort of have some courage here and going with this is, seems to be the way. So I think you were asking for the change, you wanted the improvement, and then the timing has happened, and here it comes. Oh, you got the Four of Spring. This is really beautiful. You know, all of this is leading to such a beautiful space and a time to celebrate for you. There's deep feelings of peace and happiness and a contented personal life. I hope this is in tune with the Lovers card for you and the Four of Wands. We've got here a beautiful time to celebrate. It would seem to me that something very special is happening in your life or about to happen, and it's putting you in a place of like, oh, finally, you know, peace, contentment. Perhaps your wishes are being fulfilled for you. It's certainly, you know, part of this life experience is rapid change that's coming into life, and it's really beautiful. Lots of reasons to celebrate, and that's why Spirit is saying, go with this. It's all going to work out for you. So beautiful. I'm loving the energy here. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, just more of the same of things happening quickly. Good Lord, you're going to have to strap in, I think, Taurus. So a situation arises where you're going to have to make some quick decisions, you know, and we know that from the Queen of Air, of having to put that objective decision-making hat on. So when something comes up, you're going to have to look at something from an intellectual point of view rather than an emotional point of view in terms of solving it. And you will need to have to act quickly. So, you know, you're going to have to put that hat on. And it may be as a result of some unexpected changes, but you can deal with this. I think it's just a matter of being determined and being focused in order to get a solution, a rapid solution. Man, it would be so interesting to know what this is all about. But you know, when you put yourself in that very highly organised space, which Taurus, you know how to do that, you know how to pull it together. You'll be able to problem solve this, whatever that is, whatever it is. Yeah. So you know, sometimes this is a natural reaction for any of us. When things are happening so quickly, we can kind of get a little bit unsettled and a little bit nervous and start to worry about things. But, you know, don't go down that pathway. You don't need to allow yourself to start overly worrying and overly analysing things. You just need to trust. You just need to trust and go with this, because it's all going in a really great direction for you. So, you know, it's understandable if you start to get a little bit scared or a little bit nervous or like, oh my goodness. But just come back, stay grounded, stay centered, put on that objective decision-making hat, and you'll be good to go. Okay, so what else, Spirit? Thank you. There's some aspect of this situation you just need to be aware of, that sometimes when things are presented to us and it all seems incredibly wonderful, you just got to be a little bit discerning that, you know, not everything that makes out is gold is truly gold. So, you know, this card here says all that glitters. Well, not everything that glitters is exactly what you need or want. So you do need to be mindful that you don't get carried away with something that seems too good to be true. You know, as always, we need to create balance and be mindful of what is coming into our energy, do our due diligence, do our research. Is it what I want? Am I seeing everything clearly? So just, you know, that's just a good thing to remember. If for some reason you have any doubts and something's not quite vibing for you, You know, do what it is that you need to protect what you've got, what you've created, so that you don't experience any loss of something. So the Nine of Fire is just warning you to be aware that you don't give up something too quickly because you're caught up in the speed of everything happening here, which, you know, can happen. We can get a little bit swept up in everything. So I feel that Spirit is just gently reminding you that just be mindful that before you jump into something new as a result of this life-changing event, you do have the free will to slow things down a bit. You do not need to go at the pace that someone else is pushing you to go at. You know, we still want to encourage wise decision making, and that you reflect on your choices to make sure that you do truly understand what it is that you're deciding. I think that's good advice here. Yeah. Oh, Taurus, you're going to have to leave a comment for me, seriously. We've got change in the wind here, and we know that. We know that things are rapidly changing, and with this card, it's like a 180-degree turn. You know, things are completely shifting around, and you're changing direction. And that's not to say it's a bad thing, it's just saying the winds of change are here. So whatever it is that you do, make sure you stay true to yourself, Taurus. That, you know, don't change the person that you are. You still need to make sure you're being authentic to you. Even if change does come in, and that's perfectly fine, just make sure that you're still free to be you, and that you are not giving away anything that causes you to feel that you are not being your authentic self, okay? So it's fine to embrace change as long as you stay true to you. What else, Spirit? Thank you. For Taurus, how are we going? Okay, all right. Oh, so we've got the card co-create. So the Spirit is reminding us that always check in with the divine, because nothing ever comes entirely of our own doing. You know, Spirit is there with us, helping us, paving the way, giving us the guidance in the background, and that's important to remember that. So I just want to read what's in the book here. Okay, so certainly you're in a space of great creativity, inspiration, through manifestation, and we know that because, like, the energy here is letting us know that things are rapidly changing and you're manifesting things rapidly. So Spirit is reminding you, and when we say when you're a creative person, it means whatever we put our mind to, we can create. Okay, so every day, every moment of the day, we create things from our thoughts and our feelings and our beliefs and our intentions and our actions. So I feel that you certainly have been quite clear with your intentions and your actions, and now you're starting to manifest all of those things really rapidly. So whatever it is that you've been focused on for so long, it's now coming about. It's manifesting. So, you know, this is confirmation that this is what's happening. Just always remember that we are best served when we are in partnership with Spirit. And that means calling on our higher power, stepping up, accessing our intuition, accessing our wisdom. You know, that's what it means to connect with the divine. That's how we co-create or partner with the divine. That it's not all about what we want here in the physical realm and satisfying our needs here in the physical realm. It's about, okay, what is the wise thing for me to do here? What is going to serve the greatest purpose and the greater good? We do need to consider other people and other viewpoints and other ways of doing things. And, you know, when we're taking a leap of faith, it means we recognise that not everything is within our control, Taurus. So just keeping in mind that we are co-creating with Spirit. It's also a really fantastic thing because we can trust the divine inspiration that comes to us too, and that can help us guide us in terms of our decision making. Now, so in terms of relationship, the relationship message around this card is that, Spirit is saying, connections of the heart serve to inspire you and open you up to new ideas. So whatever the lover's relationship here is, it is also part of this inspiration for what you're creating in your life. When two people come together and they share their energy, they're also sharing their spiritual connection and they're sharing their inspiration as well. And in that way, you're combining the energy, and that can be really, really positive to create magnificent things and bring things into reality. It's an interesting observation here too. It's such an unusual card, this one, that with the lovers here, in many ways, even though we're always, separate individuals, when we come together in a loving partnership or relationship, in many ways we are a reflection of each other, or we become a mirror of the other person, and we get to see aspects of ourselves when we look at the other person. We get to see parts of them that are not in us. We can learn things unexpectedly. There's great blessings and opportunities when we come together in this way. Spirit is also saying, because you've kept your heart open and you've stayed focused on what it is that you wanted to create, you're going to experience a great deal of happiness, which we know in this card here, and having the opportunity to celebrate and to feel grateful, and this has come about because you have kept your heart open, and that the love that you have in your life and that you're experiencing is now being manifested because you've reflected that love energy in yourself, Taurus, which is really beautiful. It's because you have created that energy in you that it's now manifesting into your life, which is really fantastic. I'm going to leave it at that. There's so much we can read into these readings. There's a lot going on for you. Stay true to who you are. Stay positive. Yes, we can see that a lot is changing and moving quite quickly. But trust, have faith. Don't give up. Know that you're having a beautiful life experience. Lots of changes are going on for you, Taurus, and enjoy the week as it comes. Give yourself time to process it and reflect on it. Come back to the reading to remind you of this beautiful energy. And don't be afraid to put that objective decision-making hat on in order to manage all of the different moving parts here. And trust and go with the energy. So don't forget to tune into the monthly reading and check out your love readings. So you'll find those in the playlists on my channel. And in the meantime, take care, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye, Taurus.